What is up, YouTubers, lovers of budget cars and bikes? Welcome back to the channel. Today is a glorious bank holiday Monday, the end of August 2024. So I thought we may as well take the Honda CB1100 out for a quick test ride. I will let you know everything that's good, everything that I found that I don't quite like, a couple of things I just don't understand. And as always, I will give you an honest overview of the bike. I'm not being paid by any dealers to take a bike out and tell you, buy this bike, it's wonderful. I buy these bikes with my own cash and I will give you an honest opinion. So try to bear that in mind if you own one of these and there's something I say that you might not like. It's just a subjective view, basically. That's what the channel is all about. Anyway, enough waffle. We'll do the intro and we'll get out on the road. So we're basically just going to head down to one of these kind of little B roads through Cornwall, nothing very exciting. And I just wanted to check out the manoeuvrability, as it were, of the bike. You know, how does it fare on smaller roads? Because we've done the motorway and I've done a little bit of through town driving. So I just wanted to take us down some kind of single lanes, and I just wanted to see how it fares, how maneuverable it is. And it does hold up quite well, I've got to say. And I think this is where it's aimed at, really, or where it kind of shines. I don't think it's a motorway mile muncher, personally. Obviously, all comments will be greatly appreciated. Just stick those in the comment section below if you've got one of these, if you've got any questions, if you've got anything to say about it, then please put that in the comment section. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. But for me, yeah, well, it's all right. It does its job very well, as most Hondas do. This is the thing about Hondas. They're mega reliable. They do the job that they were designed to do very, very well. And unless you're going to get something like one of the bigger sports bikes and stick a nice big fat exhaust on it, you're probably not going to get the same excitement as you might get from something like a Yamaha or a Kawasaki. It's just the way it is. They build reliable bikes that you can just literally go for miles and miles and miles on, and you probably won't break down ever. I mean, I remember a story, the RAC guy came out to me one day and we were chatting away, and he said that in 20 years he'd been working for the RAC, he'd never ever gone to fix a Honda, car or bike, and I thought that was extraordinary. Anyway, back to the ride. Yeah, as I said, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with the bike. Has it got any gumph to get up the hill? Yeah, not really. It's a bit lackluster for an 1100cc bike. And this is with the full Arrow system as well, so it must sound and be pretty bloody muted, it has to be said, with the stock can on there. I would have liked to see a twin setup at the back as well. I think these bigger kind of muscle-esque bikes deserve and look much better with twin cans on, if I'm honest. So I was surprised that when it only had one. Maybe it comes with two. Again, put that in the comment section if you know better than me. But it's got the full Arrow, as I said, on it, full Arrow system, should I say, on here, and it's only got one side can, so maybe that's a 4x1, maybe it comes with a 4x2. I don't know, if I'm honest. Suspension is plush. Yeah, it's really nice, actually. I've got no complaints with that at all. As I said, if you wanted a bike that you could just buy the bike brand new out of the box, and you wanted to keep it for 10 or 15 years and never have to worry about it not starting or anything catastrophic going wrong with it, then yeah, get yourself a Honda, specifically one of these, because, you know, it'll go on forever, I should imagine. It's got a nice big engine. Honda are, as I said, very, very reliable make. But if you want something that you can look back at and go, wow, look at that, isn't that just something? I love my bike. Yeah, I'm not sure that the Honda CB1100 is going to be that bike. As pretty as this looks in the red, which I think is the best colour, I'm not sure that the Honda CB1100 is an excitable bike. I think I've already said that, or I may say it again in a minute. If you're wondering why the roads are so quiet, by the way, it's bank holiday, May the 6th, something like that. So there's nobody out and about, which is the perfect time to get out and have a little mooch on the Honda, which is exactly what we've done. It's just not got a right lot of power. I mean, when I come down this road and pull back the throttle of my GSX 1400, being that that's 20 years old, it flies down this road. It's literally hang on for dear life, and that is just an old bike with 100 horsepower. This has got very little torque, very little excitement, but with the risk of repeating myself, I imagine the kind of person that buys this perhaps isn't looking for that. Anyway, let's jump onto the motorway and we'll do some miles down there and see how that fares. So we're going to basically go straight down to the A38 now, and we'll find out exactly what this is all about on the motorway, or a dual carriageway in this instance. How does it fare? How does it feel? Well, have we got any kind of wind protection? The one thing I will say is this bike is buttery smooth. Just as it sounds, is exactly as it is. So we're in top gear now, doing 50 miles an hour. And yeah, it's smooth as you like. Bit of buffeting because I don't think this screen is kind of set up for me, as it were. But it seems to be doing its job pretty well. So let's get up to 60. We're at 3,500 revs at 60 miles an hour, and now I really am feeling the wind. I don't think I'd want to sit at this kind of speed for a long time. Let's try 70. 4,000 revs at 70. More than I'm used to, but then again, I have been on the GSX 1400, of course. But could I sit on the motorway like this? Yeah, of course I could. It's really, really smooth, actually. There are some vibrations through the seat and through the pegs and through the handlebars. But that's what you get with an inline 4, I suppose. But yeah, it's not too bad on the motorway. A bit too vibrational for my personal taste. If you've been subscribed for a while, you'll know that I don't particularly like vibes on a bike, hence why I tend to go for things like V-twins and speed, well, not speed triples, just Triumph triples generally. This seems to be far better, let me just get this visor up. This seems to be far better suited to, I hate to say it, lower speeds. It's incredibly smooth. And even with the Arrow system on there, it's incredibly quiet as well, actually. I think that baffle may have to come out. But yeah, I mean, you could sit on the motorway with this. It wouldn't be my first choice, if I'm honest, because it's too vibey at motorway speeds. No gear indicator as well, which is a bit odd. You've got a clock, you've got the miles, and you've got the petrol gauge, which is always useful, but no gear indicator, which, I mean, you've got quite a lot of real estate down there, so I'm quite surprised that there is no gear indicator in this day and age. But then I suppose it's 11 years old. Okay. But overall, yeah, it feels very light, I have to say. But then again, I've just come off the GSX 1400, but it's only 300 cc's difference, and it feels half its weight, if I'm honest. You could easily commute on this, go for a little blam on a Sunday, but it wouldn't be the kind of bike that would excite you. And I think this is partly the reason why they didn't sell in their tens of thousands. They look okay, and they ride okay, and they sound okay. But if you want something that's just a little bit more than okay, then maybe this bike wouldn't be for you. Brakes are absolutely stunning. You would expect that with a modern bike with ABS, of course, but yeah, the brakes are really, really, really good. Anyway, let's get off and have a last little look around the bike, and I'll tell you my final thoughts. Has to be said, finding that side stand's a little bit difficult as well, and it does tend to lean forward, or lean to the side as it were, a bit more than I'd like, but it's a tiny, tiny little side stand there, and it is a little bit difficult to find, if I'm honest. Gear change is smooth enough, I guess, but it's a Honda, you'd expect that. The suspension is what you'd expect. It's very, very traditional. You've just got shocks at the back and a traditional kind of telescope forks at the front. The disc looks a bit, nah. The calipers are just Nissan 4-pots, I imagine, at the front. There's all the bracketry for the luggage as well, which I'll stick a little picture in up here somewhere of what it looks like with the luggage for a second. And you can see that. It's okay. Yep, it's fine. I'm not a massive fan of this Honda chrome affair here on the mudguard and the rear light and all that kind of messing about. I mean, it's even got a chrome back brake rather, which, yeah, it's not to my taste, but I think a lot of that would have looked a lot better black. I think possibly the engine guards would have looked better black, the mudguard maybe black as well, and the rear light black. That's just the way I would have gone with it, because obviously you've got a black frame, black badge, black screen, and a kind of silvery engine. I think black and sort of red would have gone better than black and silver and red, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it's okay. I mean, we've got some more chrome here on the mirror, the indicator, sorry, which, yeah, I'm not a massive fan of on a modern bike. On a traditional muscle bike like the GSX, yeah, for sure. But not a great fan on more modern bikes. It's unnecessary. It's trying too hard almost in that respect. But yeah, would I recommend it? Well, as I said, if you want something to excite your life, which a motorbike should, I don't think the CB1100 is the bike that'll do that. And again, as I said, I think that's probably why it didn't sell in its tens of thousands. It's just okay. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but it doesn't excite the soul. And that is my general opinion on the bike. If you have enjoyed this video, then please give the video a thumbs up, a like and a share. Consider subscribing, where you get videos out every couple of weeks now. And we've got some really exciting stuff in the pipeline as well. We do cars and camper van conversions. So check the channel if you're more into your cars and that kind of stuff. And we have got Instagram and Facebook and TikTok as well. The links will be in the description. But from Budget Cars and Bikes, that is the Honda CB1100 2013. And what I think of it, as I said, I hope you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing. And we'll catch up in a couple of weeks. Take care, guys, and thanks for watching.